No!
Misses it twice.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. No points.
Yucca Drone still alive. Grenade coming through though, might find the entry kill. Actually, just bounces short.
Solotov does go down though. I think that was against Joystick. So in the meantime, they hop in the back of the site. Shepard caught out by users. He's not concerned about the swing to his left and his right because he's able to win him out. Joystick still gets the end of a player. Solotov gets finished off. 2 players, 2 kills each, with Naif getting Dan now. Finally someone breaking that trend. Nello's just going to smoke himself in and go for the plant buried in the back of the site. Joystick's on his 3rd for the round. He does not have much health. Always is looking for the engagement. It's too far out, and Joystick's hunting above. They have vertical. Do they know about Always? Now they do. Nello gets the drop. Joystick in the opening round of this map would have to try and pull off the ace with the 2K at the end as the clutch in a post-plant situation with probably about 2 HP total. Caught on a drone. On the rotate, it's happy to sit pre-placed. They know exactly where he is. They know exactly when he's going to make a motion. That was pretty unwinnable, even for the Cyborg. Some pressure back over as the drones are rolling inside the site. Here, the intel game on this map specifically is a nightmare. You think of all the little nooks and crannies you can hide these drones in, and they're utilizing that perfectly. The hot pings on the player, the pressure over the top. There's the drop all the way around. They cannot quite get the full swing. They're blinded. Dan's got the shotgun, but he doesn't want to just risk the death on the swing. So he does go down. Solotov's able to get one more. A post plant for the 2nd time in the row. A bit of a late swing on a C4, doesn't quite get the execute as it's shot out. Always does find Tyrant, and they bite their way back into the site itself, playing over, then onto the jukebox, but you've got the player on the kit. You've got the upside down rappel above. You've got one more that's outside the double window, one more double stacked onto him, 20 seconds. What do you do? Unfortunately, not much.
Some opportunities for the first kill here.
They hop for the rotate, as one of them does take a little bit of a follow-up fight, but as Naif gets Joystick, they're able to at least pinch a kill. 50 seconds on. Dan is steadily falling further and further down the stairs and always catches Usus out just on the final swing. Solotov finds Pasha. It's this continued blow for blow. As soon as they have that vertical, the fight is everywhere. All 10 players become invested and involved, and there's not really anyone that is categorically safe. They want to see if they can try and get this pressure. The drone is caught out. Always didn't want to take the risk on the fight. He was playing a very aggressive position.
Dan is going to go for a big rotate, though. He's already gone all the way down to the snowmobile stairs, and that means if they want to go for a similar kind of plant right behind the table like they did before, he might be able to strike and take him down as they do. But Nello's on the opposite side already. He's about to be swinging on to Always here. They know he's in West Main, takes him out as well. And now Dan is on the opposite side of the map. He gets one is stuck in the frost mat. It's a 2v1 right now.
Oh, the Razor Bloom finishes off the frost mat player. Nello's going to see if he can try and plant, but Solotov goes with a gun. Top of the catwalk. Well, that could be problematic if anyone goes for the pressure onto the window. Oh, the pressure's coming onto the window. Naif gets one. Tyrant wins it out! And if anything, there's that sort of highlight on what I said before. They may as well be in a position to try and work it together. Nello wants to break their way through. You can see Solotov's making some moves on the far end. 28 seconds left, and Dan turns the goggles on to have a look towards the window. Nobody's come that way yet, but they have come up. The bottom of blue gets one before being traded out. Always is at least able to get the refrag, but you've now lost the cover on those smokes. However, most of them have gone. There's only the Capital bolts and a couple in the pockets of Nello. They're going to go for the drop, caught instantly by Shepard. Solotov gets Always, leaves just Shepard with 5 seconds. He's looking for the fight, but Naif finds it. And MnM, as I said, they're being more and more pressured by VP, but not enough. Led by the Flores drone, the worst possible timing for him there. He wants the gunfight. He finds one more. Can he keep the pressure up? The canister pushes him back. The grenade is going to be that response. Tucked round the corner. Doesn't quite get the full fight. The Flores drone in the chaos as Nello goes for the plant, and Solotov for a triple on the round. Cannot get it. Finally dies. But almost getting into double digits before he can be removed off the board. Always gets a double. The brace for the round, and a 3 versus 2 post-plant once again. MnM have been able to find some handle in the chaos. The sprays over, back and forth towards users, who's tucked down. Obviously, Joystick is down. Oh, and now they're out. MnM, 5 rounds in a row. Directly cutting across the back end. Noah's watching onto the fight. Naif suffers on the back end. They slink in. Users get Pasha in the meantime. And the reverse-sided take. Joystick goes down. hit once again by the Solotov cocktail that is illuminating all of the floors in these Virtus Pro holds. Always caught as well, and he cannot
is so painful.
Burning pretty comfortably #1.
He's definitely gunning for the MVP for today. Shepard will find Nello, though. Has the Aldo. It's a great gun to try and clutch with. Goes for a second attempt at the Tyrant. It's a trade to come through as Dan finds one, but he's the last man standing now in a 1v3. He has some information to come through from the Evil Eye, but he needs to go for an attempt. Users will find him instead. And that is a flawless half to come through from the side of MnM. On their own map here. Control. Users still out here trying to challenge as being pre-fired. Might actually go aggressive on the swing right here. Spots a player, gets it down onto Dan, but wants to fall back quickly through that hatch, and that means Joystick cannot revenge him. And Dan Dust will be down, but recoverable, most importantly.
You can hear the smokes popping off, 30 seconds, but Shepard cannot just push this alone right now because of the pickup that happened elsewhere. These smokes will dissipate in a moment's time, and Users dissipates Joystick through the soft floor. Shepard, as again, he pushes in, he pulls back, but at this point, the only thing he can really do is try and take a 3 versus 1, 3 different angles, and the first falls in what has been a monumental introduction to this best of 3 by MnM. 19 used and blown. I think one is actually maybe still pre-placed. One is pre-placed. Even, yep, was one still waiting. And that obviously was just a tickle would be the end here of Joystick. He's got to play himself cautiously. He's one of the 2 options for the soft destruction over the top. They at least still have the sledge, but they only have 20 seconds, and there's 3 of them above the site right now. Bit of pressure onto Always. The blinds come across. Solotov gets one more onto Dan. That's the only pressure onto the site. The drop is caught, but traded instantly back. But 9 seconds. Always is left alone above the site itself, and I mean, it's obviously not the start that you want. You said they were slow, but now it's 8 rounds in a row. A bit of a hunt of their own. Pasha seems aware. Very well aware. 3 versus 3, 30 seconds. Dan caught crossing the site, a bit blind there. Hope to get in towards the opposite end. Shepard now slowed by the smoke. They can't make any motions behind it. 20 seconds, and it's a very long one. When you're looking at one more smoke canister, they've just got to take the damage, but they rotate onto stock. And there it is, swung round a study even. And Users getting one more across. MnM, 9 rounds in a row. Just did what he needed to do. He's close with a deagle, holding onto the angle, hoping he doesn't get full blind. Fires a single shot across, and he just runs through, does get picked up elsewhere. But Solotov gets one on the background. Tyrant gets one more, the swing, and Pasha's looking every single direction for a fight. They're able to find the rotate up the stairs. 20 seconds, a 3 versus 2. They're putting pressure towards it, but look what they don't have. The diffuser. They've got to try and make this as an aggressive angle fight here. They've got to try and find the players. Always has gone for the recollection around the bedroom itself. Tyrant picks up them, and Solotov picks up 3 in a row on this map. The perfect site rotation. When do you call your timeout?
It's a very legendary team name, by the way.
Team name.
A lot of people know him.
Okay. Nay, gone. Obviously, the Legion was playing a very loose game, and Nello as a mirror on the chance on the swing round. It's not the quickest, but it is one that, well, might have a bit of impact here. Does not have the C4 to loop out. The call is going. They don't want to take the fight. They're winning it elsewhere. Why would you? There's 2 more on the back of the board. Solotov and Users are gone, and they break this deadlock. They have so much time. They have so much ground. They have so much damage done, and look at the separation between Tyrant and Nello. Nello buried the back of the corner of the site itself towards China. Tyrant trying to get some retake over the top. Oh, cannot win it out. Joystick, sharp as you like, is able to tear the head off of the player. And for what has been a flawless run around so far, ends in a flawless round for Virtus Pro. Their first over the showdown comes on the 11th hour on Chalet. So for him to really start getting into this game and warming up, that is a huge sign for VP. Solotov shuts him down. But still done a bit of damage, pulls himself back, and Joystick wins out the next engagement. They've got the pressure onto the door itself, the 3 versus 2. They have the man advantage. They have 40 seconds, not the biggest amount of time. And Users looking for maybe somewhere he can go here. Shepard's going to go for the plant. The C4 is thrown over the top, gets shot out, and the cover is perfect, as he has been this round. The swing fires a bit too high, fires a bit too shaky. There's Dan on the back end, gets the down, gets one. There's the drop on the player who planted. There's almost the second. Pops with the pistol and Uses with the last second reload. They're holding the angle. Oh, no. They're able to just get themselves tucked in and reloaded. 1 tick. 2. There's the hold. There's the death. They're trying to work out, is it safe enough to plant? The answer is probably still, unfortunately, no, as Nello's about to prove. There's the swing, gets the down, not the confirm, onto the player. The crossfire comes from the statue area. Tyrant gets 2, always gets 1 before Nello ends the round. And MnM, importantly, get one back here in the 4-2 half.
90. Having the opportunity and the luxury to choose between the 2 options, but the Frostmat inside the corner is still out there. Spotted and taken down. Do they know about the Frostmat? It doesn't seem like Solotov is looking at it right now as he's trying to take the fight, but Dan shuts him down first. No, the Frostmat! We're calling it out so many times before, and it finds the diffuser and the confirm from Dan.
15 seconds. Users has to try and rotate and offer support if they want to try and head down this, but Shepard still has a smoke canister in pocket as well. There's Users with that huge bit of cover. The smoke gets thrown. He gets his rotate. He's not able to stop the plant. He does catch the player with the cover. A 1 versus 1. He's going to open himself his own route round. The Clutch Master, who's done so much, cannot quite get that connection. And Nafe, he's keeping a cool face, as you can hear his teammate around him. It's not every day that you get into a 1 versus 1 with Shepard. It's not every day you win him. Fight the grenade does a lot of damage to Always, but doesn't confirm the kill. Nello's playing a dangerous game here, but Tyrant plays another one. Gets Pasha, gets that loose player, drops to the rotate, 40 seconds. Now, as the pings are coming continually, they're looking for the spray fight round on the side. Solotov's still underneath. They're going for the rotate back onto the split. There's a fight on the stairs he didn't expect. And a 5 versus 3. Solotov knocking on the door. Tyrant gets 1 more. Always finally goes down. There's a flawless round. And MnM are 1 round away. Instant response to a smoke canister has been removed from this now. A bit of fire's popped inside, and Virtus Pro still just sit and wait. Close fight, and Solotov wins it out. The secondary of the Glaz, they've been talked about as an entry, and he's been talked about as a huge player, but where does he go to next? There's still the players inside.
He just saw the arm of the smoke get through the wall out there, so he's aware of the fact he's right behind the bar right now. So he calls that out. He's letting his team know we need to deal with this situation soon, but there's also still roamers around. It's Dan holding a very tight angle. Joystick finds one. It's Tyrant did not quite get picked up. He's continuing onwards through the site, but it's VP to strike all over as it's only up to Nello now with 5 seconds left on the clock, and it seems like they will hang on for at least 1 round here as they lost the very first.
To long this out as long as possible.
Are they aware of Always, though, as they've opened up? It doesn't seem to be the case, as the Doan watch the right angle. Tyrant gets picked up. That's the entry kill they need. Solotov finds his death as well, and it leaves it up to the 3 members of MnM as a Frostmat strikes yet once more. And it seems like VP might be able to again extend their stay by a round, as the diffuser is now down, and Always is watching it from below with the Deagle, hoping to find a final member of MnM.
Usus down there in another engagement. 0.4 VP players still alive. And now, those 4 rounds they had have been halved as a chance of locking this out. 50 seconds, they don't have a body, they've lost the kill from the back of it. The grenade over the top to get rid of the utility. Solotov wants to lean into the fight, but they're close to his right, and he can't quite win it out. He took a bit of damage over on the split. Nafe finds Shepard. The trick is just gonna be in time, as is Dan with the cover on the swing. And here, Virtus Pro, they're a little bit late to the party, but they've shown up when they needed to most and look ready to take this to just 1 round away from OT.
Basically handing MnM the experience they received themselves onto their own attacks. They're catching them off guard, playing in these off angles that aren't really expected by the attackers, and they just keep finding these kills like 1, 2, 3, and there you go. That's the round confirmed for their
grenades.
side.
They don't have a lot to be able to pull off. Maybe some less dangerous takes. They've got to try and strong arm their way through onto the side of the site, and with 30 seconds, and Nello being the tip of that, but with not much health, and the first smoke being a bit misthrown, the movement's already come past the stairs itself. The smoke go for the cover. They're trying to rotate around the blind from a bit of range, doesn't quite get the connection, but they're going to go up close towards Pasha. He takes damage and he goes down. The 4 versus 2. Dan and Always, all that's left to keep Virtus Pro fighting here in Copenhagen, but MnM, after a long while of trying, from SI 2022 via Berlin, Jönköping and SI 23, they have always been a team from groups. And now, alongside Nello and the man that stands behind them, Julio, they can say with pride and honor, MnM are a main stage team.